I'm just a lazy video gamer, even too lazy to make a new intro. Hello out there in Witherland, it's me again, the Lazy Video Gamer, and you know for sure I'm a big Sega fan of the old days. I talked about the Mega Drive, I talked about the Sega Saturn, I talked about the Mega CD. So what comes next? Of course, the Virtual Boy. Why? Everyone else does it, so why shouldn't I do it? Maybe it's a little bit a different point of view, cause when I'm watching by myself YouTube, and in my experience, many people hate the Virtual Boy. Why? That's simple. It was a big flop. Under 1 million sold units, only released in Japan and America, and discontinued after 8 or 9 months. That says it almost all. Why almost? Cause when the Virtual Boy arrived in Videoland, there was this certain electronic boutique company here in Switzerland who thought, we had the PlayStation, we have the Saturn, what Nintendo brings to the table? The Ultra 64 is in line, but it let us all wait. And they thought the Game Boy was such a success, and importing games from America or Japan was a big success as well. So why shouldn't we import the system by yourself? It was sold around 300-350 Swiss francs, so this is nowadays one-to-one calculated 350 euros, maybe 380 or even 400 bucks. It was really expensive, and it stands there in the shelf, and I could try it. And if I be honest, the 3D effect, it wasn't virtual. It wasn't virtual reality that everyone talking about since maybe 5 or 10 years. But it has a decent 3D effect, and I remember many people complaining about a comfortable way to play, and I remember that I very soon figured out to lying on the bed and put the thing on the chest is the best way, the most comfortable way to play, and I did that, of course. So nowadays you can play it on expensive, real hardware. I saw there are people out there who mod the system, who make the system to run on a tally. I by myself, I saw it once on eBay, and I tried to get one. It wasn't the right time. 1 year later I saw a different offer from the same guy. It's called Fingercramp. He's doing customized consoles, and yeah, very cool and unique things. And I bought myself this one, this little baby. To comparison, the original and the one that I bought it. But beware, it's really not cheap. You have to love the system and the games, and there are not so many games out there. And today and in the following Virtual Boy Sundays, I'll take a look at the games. Comes with the regular Super Nintendo or Nintendo 64 antenna, and with a VGA I could add as well. What is really cool about this thing is you can open it up on the side. Here are the link cable connector, the controller connector. You need your controller as well from the original. I'm not quite sure, does he send one controller with the system? I'm not quite sure. Okay. And here you have a headphone jack, the volume, and this one is this little button. It's very interesting because the Virtual Boy had these four colors, these four shades of colors, and you could change with this button, or you can change with this button, the coloring from gray to blue. Of course, the original red is in it, yellow is in it, green is a possibility. So that brought me back then a lot of fun. I bought it maybe 2 years or something like that ago, 2 or 3 years. So let's jump right to the games. So before I gonna start, I just want to mention some titles are very expensive. I only show you games that I really own, and if you're curious about the Virtual Boy, you can play it a little bit cheaper via flashcards or via emulation consoles. On many clone consoles, those games are implanted, but the original Virtual Boy has 2 directional pads, and that doesn't work with clone systems. So let's go! First, I want to show you a couple of sports games. This is Teleroll Boxer. It's not that rare, so if you want to have an original, you can get this for a decent price. But let's jump in. So, the next game is one of all Europeans' most beloved sports. No, just kidding. It's baseball from Kemco, and yeah, what should I say about baseball? It's the Japanese version, and you can choose, of course, various teams. What I also want to mention is, of course, that the 3D effect in emulation or on the tally is missing. So yeah, big and cartoony sprites. Yeah, okay, if you like baseball. As you can hear, it's the same music, and you maybe wonder why. Kemco released the game under the title Virtual League Baseball, also in America. Now, here is, in my opinion, what is funny. You have now different countries. By the way, that's not correct Swiss flag. And also, just take a close listen to the Germany's national anthem. Yeah, and that's ours. Cause that's one reason that's really funny. Yeah, I tried to beat the Germans. It's a love and hate relationship with those folks up there. Now for the history part is, that wasn't the Germans' national anthem, or let me say, it was back before 1989, but not from Germany, that we all know, love and hate. It was the national anthem of East Germany, and it's funny that this game had it mixed up. So, what you're getting now is more serious looking characters. As the product name says, it's the Virtual Boy. It's not the Virtual Man. It was shown as the new Game Boy when it was released. So I think the Japanese characters fits more. Yeah, that is it for baseball, in my opinion. From Pack-In Video, here's Virtual Fishing. And maybe you guessing it right. Nothing fits better to a virtual reality or 3D game system like fishing. But honestly, can I have something with a little bit more exciting and entertaining? TNE Soft presents us Virtual Golf. You can choose from different courses. Change your feet. And tries, of course, to get the ball into the hole. Now Nintendo presents Nestor's Funky Bowling. There's another bowling game, but it's in Japan available, but I don't own it, and this is, it's bowling. It's really fun because you playing can choose 1 or 2 players, but actually the link cable was never officially released. So you can play as Nestor, the boy on the left, or Hester, his sister, on the right. Now, who is this Nestor? It was a character who appeared once, twice, or maybe 3 times in the American Nintendo Club magazine, and then later was dropped. It's easy to play, and the animations between the balls of kind of funny. Oh, did I mention that I'm not good in bowling? After a short round, who made fun, you saw almost everything. Here comes the American packing title. Mario Tennis. It was the first Mario Tennis game ever. I mentioned it and I say it here again. You can play doubles officially, but officially also there is no link cable released. Now, it is practically an updated version from the first tennis from the Game Boy. When it comes to the gameplay, you have 7 characters from the Mario universe and just 4 memories. The long missed Donkey Kong Jr., who was in this game had his last appearance even in Mario Kart or Super Mario Kart on the SNES. He was a playable character and then he disappeared. But as you can see, it's very hard to play without the feeling of death in a 3D game. When you play it on an original system, it looks and plays so much better. So, the last title for this Virtual Boy Sunday is a homebrew from Project Virtual Boy. It's called Flappy Cheep Cheep, and as you can see, it has something to do with Cheep Cheeps. Now, it's practically an endless runner. Comes without sound, and isn't that easy? Your score is how much pipes do you can survive, and yeah, that's pretty everything you get in this game. But it's amazing that the Virtual Boy has a very, like also the Mega CD, has a very active homebrew scene. And that was it for this, let me say, sporty Virtual Boy Sunday. I hope you enjoyed it, and you see me soon next Sunday on the next Lazy Video Gamer show. And of course, if you're interested in Virtual Boy as well, on the next Virtual Boy Sunday in a month. Till then, have a fantastic Sunday, a fantastic week, and don't forget, the game is never over. I'm just a lazy video gamer, even too lazy to make a new intro.